Greetings, everyone. Welcome. And we've got time.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And it's George finishing it off.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well-versed in finishing above the rim. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Richardson against George. Outside for Jackson. George up top. Outside, Batum. 4 on the clock. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now, here's Doncic. Richardson the pass to Doncic. Now Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one. And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' gain.
Batum with the steal. George up top. Richardson covering. And George kicks to Zubac. Here's Batum. Outside for George. Porzingis with the steal. Pass to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. And the shot goes in.
Did you see the game plan is working already? 4 straight makes to start this one.
George looking over the floor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Pass to Redick. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Clippers trail by 8. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:32 left here in the first quarter. Here's Morris. And no good that time. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Hardaway against Kennard. Here's Marjanovic. Here's Cauley Stein. The fadeaway. They shoot again. Brunson kicks to Redick. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Nice shot by Rondo.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Redick passes to Hardaway. There's the pass to Brunson. Rondo on the double team. Out to Hardaway. From outside the arc. Sinks the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now Rondo. On the wing, Morris. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Rondo against Brunson. And he gets it to go.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And so it's Dallas in control with it. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young.
This game, it's a physical game.
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Morris is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the shooting guard position. Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Marcus Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Dallas also making some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. Jackson against Brunson. Just 3 to shoot. Jackson dishes to Patterson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A different look for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Patterson. And it's Leonard in for Luke Kennard. The Mavericks also with a sub. Luka Doncic. He's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Doncic. And Cauley Stein with the basket on the assist by Doncic. Cauley Stein's got his first points of the game.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more. Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Now, here's Zubac. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Here's Hardaway. Jackson against Doncic. The feed now to Cauley Stein. Another shot, and the rejection by Zubac. And he gets it back. The putback. It's good on the putback. And it's an 11-point Dallas lead.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Out to the right wing. Here's man. Jackson down low. Guarded by Doncic. No good from Zubac.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Kleba kicks to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Leonard on the wing. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Leonard with the steal. Here's man. Richardson covering. Outside Jackson. Passes it to man. Clock at 6. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Man's got it back down to single digits for Los Angeles. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Kleba finds Doncic. It's rebounded by Leonard.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Pass to man. 36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Doncic passes to Kleba. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Outside for Batum. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 6. Outside Leonard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The deep three from Redick. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have a nice 7-point lead. And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Man, I know he's 20 years old, but it's been...
And that'll about...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
5 to shoot.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Doncic against George. Doncic right side. No good on that one. Great D that time from Leonard. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Richardson the pass to Doncic. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Richardson against George. Jackson up top. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And they call the foul, so a chance. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Morris finds Kennard. It's George on the wing, covered by Redick. George against Redick. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Outside for George. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Rondo against Brunson. Dallas again missing. Clippers trail by 7. On the wing, Morris. George, that's a two-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas. Cauley-Stein's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Outside for Redick. Outside Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Rondo's scanning the floor. Here's Patterson. From deep. Mavericks with the rebound. Outside, Redick. It's stolen by Morris. George passes to Kennard. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Outside, Redick. Hardaway with a wide-open look. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Porzingis is checked in for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Morris right side. Dishes to Patterson. Misses from short range.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Clippers trail by 7. Morris, no good. And they're on the break. And Redick kicks to Marjanovic. Leonard with the steal. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. That will count. And that one is off. And so it's Dallas, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Outside Jackson. Batum wide open. He fires. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Finished off the break.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 11. From the arc. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Rondo from outside. How about that?
Over to the wing. Kleber finds Doncic. Kleber against Rondo. Leonard with the steal. Outside Batum. Porzingis with the steal. Finney Smith passes to Doncic. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Doncic against Rondo. He kicks it to Leonard. Outside Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dallas. Mavericks leading by 10. Doncic outside. Richardson against Rondo. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Paul George is checked in for Los Angeles. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Leonard against Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Doncic outside. He's looking for Hardaway and finds him. 18 that time from Leonard.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch. No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. On the wing, Doncic, guarded by Jackson. And Doncic gets it to go. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Batum scanning the floor. Left side, Leonard. All alone. Off the left rim and out.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
And he comes up with the deuce. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Good on both. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Dallas leading by 10. Richardson outside. The pass to Marjanovic. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Zubac the pass to Leonard. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Richardson outside. Doncic against Jackson. Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Porzingis. The shot. Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. Good work there as it goes. 26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Jackson. Drops in the layup for two.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
And here is Doncic. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Lets it go with a three. Missed. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. Now for Greg Anthony's. Reflecting off the Willamette River in this terrific look at the picturesque city of Port. We are new.
Kevin, thanks.
DA, thanks a lot. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Lillard finds Powell. Back to Lillard. Passes it to Nurkic. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
Yes, that goes in. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you played.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Here's Doncic. Makes it off the glass.
Doncic showing you his smarts there because he really sized up the situation and took advantage of what the defense gave him.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Doncic passes to Finney Smith. Back to Doncic. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
Luka flying to the rim and putting it on top of the defender's head.
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and That's always been part of his package, but as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
And Lillard gets it to go.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Here's Finney Smith. Kleba kicks to Doncic. The pass to Porzingis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Traps in the tray.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard is always around the top. He can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
Doncic against Lillard. And it's McCollum at the elbow. And there's a minute 45 left in the first. Porzingis with the block. Here's Richardson. Deflects the pass. Porzingis kicks to Richardson. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Richardson's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And Portland has possession. Covington passes to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. So for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Nurkic, and Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for Robert Covington. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Lillard gets it to go.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Brunson kicks to Porzingis with the teardrop, and Cantor pulls it down. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 2. Feeds it to Cantor. Kicks it out to McCollum. 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Shoots over Doncic, and there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Anthony. It's a tie ball game.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Brunson, no good. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set. You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
And stolen by Cauley-Stein. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He got into double digits for the quarter. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he...
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Dallas, They've got J.J. Redick, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Brunson in at the point guard. Tries to save it. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Little, he's checked in for Portland. And that one's good, Marjanovic. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Cantor, the pass to Simons. Back to Cantor, the 10-footer. Jump shot is good that time. Cantor's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. Knocked away. Now here's Brunson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Redick finds Brunson. Back to Redick. The 3 doesn't go for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Kicks it out to Jones. Now the dish to Cantor. Simons surveying the D. Cantor, the pass to Simons. There's the feed to Cantor. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. Redick against Jones. No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. On the clock. Here's Hardaway. Back to Marjanovic. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call. And there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Redick. Lillard scanning the floor. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Doncic. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. Little comes in for Derek Jones. Dallas also making some changes. Porzingis is coming in for Marjanovic. And it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. Here's Lillard. No good that time. And it's Dallas the other way. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And that one goes long.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Little can't hit. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Shoots the 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. beautiful floor awareness there.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds. Thanks for joining us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The Trailblazers shooting around 41% on the night. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Off target from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. And here is Marjanovic. He gets it in there. Marjanovic has got his second bucket.
Excellent court awareness from the big man there. Porzingis proven to be a reliable passer.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. McCollum outside.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. To the middle. And Covington sends it back.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. Portland trailing here. 90 seconds now into the second half. Lillard from outside.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Not that time. His 6th miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far. Here's Richardson. Here's Porzingis. And he lays it straight in. Now it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Just 4 to shoot. Powell for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Powell's got 5 points so far.
You know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
It's Richardson on the wing. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Marjanovic. And Covington sends it back. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Then for the Mavericks, Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. For the lead, nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. And there's the foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The shot by CLA Stein, no good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Jones kicks to Cantor. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Here's Cantor. CLA Stein with the defensive effort.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Outside for Reddick. Back to CLA Stein. Banked in off the glass.
How about that? Reddick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Cantor, the pass to Simons. Power down with both hands. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Here's Simons. CLA Stein grabs the board. Powell down low. Anthony on him. And two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
You know, when Powell is this deep, the defense knows they're in trouble. Sometimes they have no choice but to foul.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Puts up a 3. Kept alive. Cantor. Pass to Simons. Up in time. It's off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. It's a one-point game on the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. We've got Luka Doncic. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward position. And the Mavericks call time here. So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington comes in for Anthony, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell. And then for Dallas, Marjanovic checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Jalen Brunson. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle.
That's good.
He wants them to maintain their balanced attack. He told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Doncic kicks to Kleber. Passes to Marjanovic. It's stolen by Jones. Fast break. Here we go. Cantor dishes to Jones. It's McCollum on the wing. Pass to Cantor. Kicks it out to McCollum. From outside, off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The Mavericks trail it. Now Doncic. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Basket counts.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Lillard finds Canner. McCollum against Richardson. Pulls up on the elbow, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. And it's Powell in for Jones. And Dallas also making a switch. Porzingis is checked in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Portland. Here's McCollum. Lillard outside. He kicks it to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Count that one.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And here is Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
Doncic against Lillard.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Lillard against Doncic. From the stripe. And it's off the back rim. No good. Dallas leading by 4. Here's Richardson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one's on Anthony.
Well, that's a really good fake by Richardson that time. Gets the defender totally off balance and out of position and draws the foul.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Covington's checked in. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Lillard from deep three-point land buries the long-range jumper.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
1:06 left in the game. The drive by Doncic. And Cauley-Stein with the basket on the assist by Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. On the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Hardaway. Lillard. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. And here are the Mavericks now. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And it's Lillard missing. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Poke loose. Kleba, the pass to Richardson. Shot clock at 5. Dallas needs to get off a shot. No good from Finney-Smith. It's McCollum with the drive. Got it!
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. The city of Denver is in full motion tonight as things get ready to roll. Let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's...
Kevin, thanks.
Thanks, David. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for Denver, we've got Will Barton, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. Now here's Gordon. Jokic inside. Guarded by Porzingis. Murray, no good. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Murray. Dishes it to Barton, and that's going to be a travel. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kev. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Here's Murray following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Here's Jokic. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Doncic passes to Richardson. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Porzingis against Jokic. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Here's Murray after Luka Doncic's bucket. Pass to Barton. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Missed inside. Richardson kicks to Porzingis. Doncic outside. Porzingis passes to Richardson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now here's Millsap. Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Millsap. Just 5 on the clock. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
So the wing on the left. McGee trying to break free. And again, Denver no good. The Mavericks leading. Doncic passes to Powell. Out to Doncic. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's in there.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
So it's the Mavericks now. Denver getting their last shot to go. Outside Hardaway. Here's Brunson. A three-pointer off the mark. Denver's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside.
Well, when you're in transition, the pass should lead the break, and that's exactly what was done in easy 2.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 2. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Clark outside. Passes it to Millsap. Back to Clark. Five on the clock, and that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Denver. Jamal Murray comes in for Clark. And Dallas also making a switch. Marjanovic is checked in. Millsap misses.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Off target from three-point range. Here's Gordon. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's all tied in Denver. And we recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's approach to each game.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Denver, Paul Millsap out there with Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. And there's JaVale McGee. Brunson scanning the floor. On the wing, Hardaway. Good, nice job down low. Hardaway has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. getting stronger, and that's a problem when he's trying to finish through contact.
Campazzo, Brunson covering. The putback, a rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Richardson. No good there. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Millsap. The shot will not fall. And it's Dallas the other way. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Over Jokic. Marjanovic kicks to Richardson. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Richardson. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Richardson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Murray against Brunson. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 6. And that'll be 2. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Porzingis, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. No good on the triple. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Murray against Doncic. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Outside for Murray, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Clock at 4. For 3, Murray. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Here's Doncic following the score by Jamal Murray. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Tries again. Doncic finds Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. And the offensive player better think twice next time. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Barton outside. He feeds it to Millsap. And he uses the glass on the layup. Millsap's got his first basket.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here's Hardaway. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Jones. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Here's Murray following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the D has no answer for Murray. Just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket. And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. The Mavericks also with a sub. Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Josh Richardson. Brunson finds Porzingis. Shoots over McGee. Back to Porzingis. McGee with the block. Pass to Barton. And Barton throws it down.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Doncic outside. Passes it to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. That one good for two.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Murray surveying the D. And the pass to McGee. No good from outside. And stolen by Gordon. Feeds it to Barton. Porzingis with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Doncic. Sinks that one from the post. And now it's a 9-point Dallas lead.
There is this fundamental confidence to what Luka does, and those difficult floaters, no problem.
Pass to Gordon. Outside Porter. Offline with his three.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. Brunson against Barton. 18 feet out. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket for Murray.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
Well, you have got to love the versatility of Kristaps Porzingis. Unbelievable shooting touch at 7'3", can also be a monster on the defensive end. Good luck, future of the NBA.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Hardaway is subbed in for Doncic. And here are the Nuggets now. After the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. Outside for Millsap. No good on the 3.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Great D that time from Hardaway. Dallas leading by 12. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
And since Millsap joined the league back in 2006, grit has been his calling card. Some contact won't stop him from attacking.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Powell, and it's Richardson in for Maxi Kleber. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. For the 3, here's Marjanovic. It's his first trip to the line. Free throw drops for Marjanovic. Both shots good from the stripe. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Right wing. Hardaway against Millsap. The Nuggets with another miss. Richardson the pass to Hardaway. And that one goes, feeding him with the lead pass.
Well, I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown he's not just a perimeter scorer. This guy can get it done on the inside.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Mavericks lead by... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Gordon out there with Green, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Mavericks with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Hardaway finds Marjanovic. Brunson with it over Jokic. And the shot goes in. Marjanovic has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Mavs. Campazzo. The rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks leading by 16. Pass to Brunson. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Marjanovic kicks to Hardaway. And a miss there on the triple. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really, Murray is so crafty at getting contact on his drives. Just fearless going to the hole.
Dallas making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. And so Murray nails both of them.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Passes it to Marjanovic. Millsap with the steal. Here's Porter. Doncic with the block.
Hard work pays off for Luka in that instance. How about that on the defensive end? Send it back, Luka.
Porter kicks to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Wants to get it to Doncic, and does. 9 feet out. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Murray outside. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Mavericks leading by 14. Now here's Richardson. Doncic looking it over. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Porzingis. Goes back up. Marjanovic.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Denver calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball, a little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. Out to the right wing. Richardson left side. The pass to Finney-Smith. The three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets trail by 16. Bol, that's good. Bol's got his first points in this one.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bol. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis. Dallas again missing. Nuggets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Mavericks.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Luka Doncic.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
To the left wing. Doncic right side. Pass to Finney-Smith. No good off the back of the rim.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And that one falls for Burke. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
How about the strength of Murray finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm?
Free throw good, Murray. And here is Burke. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. And the Clippers starting five. They've got Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Doncic. Now the pass to Porzingis. Doncic against Jackson. And it's Doncic missing. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Pass to George. And the layup is good. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Ball's knocked loose. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Porzingis has got the ball. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Porzingis, here we go. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Jackson with it. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And George kicks to Zubats. Got a piece of it. Batum wide open. He fires. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Richardson. That one falls.
Richardson doing a great job in transition. Has good speed that time. Accelerates in the open floor.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
It's good on the putback.
Oh, hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul him.
A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dwight Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The Clippers also changing it up. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And George kicks to Zubats. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. The Mavericks leading. Feeds it to Richardson. Back to Doncic. He dishes it to Richardson. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to Patterson. Back to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Stolen by Zubats. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for the Mavericks. There's 1:47 left to play here in the first. Brunson finds Hardaway. To the right side. Cauley-Stein with it. Leonard picks him up. Yep, that one goes.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 2. Pass to Rondo. He feeds it to Patterson. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Hardaway kicks to Richardson. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Cauley-Stein. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Brunson against Patterson. And here's Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Powell, that's good.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The pass to Patterson. Puts it up from 15. And it goes down 2 points.
Well, Patterson being a little more assertive in the offense here tonight. Ready to shoot that time off the direct pass.
Here's Brunson. And that one released in time, but no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Mavericks lead. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Now here's George. Here's Rondo. That one wide left. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Hardaway with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Brunson with a clean look. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Brunson's got the lead up to 5 now for Dallas. Hardaway against George. Here's Rondo. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. George against Hardaway. They get it again. Here's Porzingis. The layup off target. Clippers trail by 3. Back to George. Passes it to Batum. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
George looking around. Outside for Batum. Los Angeles with another miss. Mavericks leading by 7. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Mavericks making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. Lob pass to Porzingis. No good. Shot missing. Clippers trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Kennard's shot is off. For Dallas, they've drawn 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Porzingis kicks to Kleber. On the wing, Doncic. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Porzingis with the ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porzingis has got his first bucket in this one.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot in his offensive game now.
Jackson passes to Patterson. On the wing, Morris. Back to Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Kleber against Batum. Richardson. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Jackson passes to Zubac. Outside Leonard. 13 feet away. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Kleber. Doncic kicks to Kleber. And it's blocked. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jackson. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Doncic outside. Richardson outside. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the... And so it's Dallas heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. It was in the second quarter when they really found their form. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You've got to like what Ivica Zubac has done in this game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point. Outside Leonard. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Zubac. Doncic against Leonard. Doncic looking it over. To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Well, the talent for Porzingis is off the charts. And the 7'3" Latvian has some incredible post moves, a lethal jumper. Just keep pushing his talent envelope.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Zubac has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Clippers trail by 5. Now here's Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Outside Jackson. The pass to George. And stolen by Richardson.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Up top, Morris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Jackson kicks to Zubac. It's good.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Mavericks leading by 5. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Richardson against George. Outside Jackson. Clock at 6. Puts one up from 19. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Count on Kawhi Leonard to work as much as he needs to get to the spots on the floor where he can be successful. He's a good shooter from mid-range.
Doncic finds Marjanovic. Richardson the pass to Doncic. Passes it to Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Marjanovic has got his first 2 points. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
You can't afford to leave your feet around Josh Richardson. Terrific at getting that guy up in the air and drawing the foul.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Hardaway. Rondo scanning the floor. The feed to Patterson. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley Stein.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor. And that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. On the wing, Doncic. 1:02 left to play in the third. Pass to Powell. Doncic against Batum. Clippers trail by 6. Brunson against Rondo. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Mann, guarded by Doncic. This one for 3. Mann can't hit. Dallas leading by 6. And that one's good. Doncic has got 6 points in the quarter.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Rondo against Brunson. Patterson outside for Rondo. Lets the 3 fly. That shot missing. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 8. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Jalen Brunson out there with Trey Burke. Then it's Willie Cauley Stein. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Dallas calls timeout. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Burke. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Reggie Jackson. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Brunson against Rondo. Lays it up off the glass. Rondo's got his first basket.
And you get into the painted area. Rondo's got great touch on the inside.
Runs in the pass to Reddick. Kicks to Powell. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Powell's got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Oturu. That shot off. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Powell finds Brunson. Back to Powell. Oturu with the rebound. Clippers trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. He kicks to Powell. Dishes it to Cauley Stein. Count it. Good. Cauley Stein's got the lead. Back up to 10 now for the Mavs.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rondo passes to Coffey. Morris left side. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Oturu's shot is off.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
I just think he was completely focused there of making his way through contact to score the ball.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Dwight Powell. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Rondo. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that occasional brilliance of Rondo on display here. Somehow, some way, figuring out a way to score through the contact.
And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Rondo against Doncic. Zubac in the post. Outside for Rondo. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. There's the pass to Doncic. For 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Clippers trail by 11. Rondo wide open. That one off the back iron and out. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Dallas.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Luka Doncic.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Out left to the wing. 3-pointer. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So for Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA Payday.
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Misses the 3. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Kleber kicks to Porzingis. On the wing, Doncic. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. The shot by Lillard, wide open. And it's off from three-point range.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
So it's Portland now. The Mavericks making the shot. Lillard looking around. Covington in the corner. Good on the three-point shot.
There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And here's Richardson, and the pass to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. And good that time.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Lillard attacking. Shoots from 14. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Doncic outside. And he banks in the layup.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts. Clearly feeling it.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Doncic with the steal. Richardson with it. Lillard picks him up. Here's Doncic. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Richardson against McCollum. Lillard outside. And the basket is good. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Doncic with the block.
You know, I like that Doncic, guys, doesn't back down on defense and tries to make it hard for his opponents.
56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lillard fires away from way outside. Again, the miss by Lillard. Dallas leading by 3. Dallas again turning it over. Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor checked in for Nurkic, and Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 6. Count it. Lillard's got 8 points.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
And it's Doncic missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Powell with the steal. Down low. Portland grabs the miss.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
It's been all. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Derrick Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in the point.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein, and Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Doncic. And then for the Trailblazers, Harry Giles comes in for Anthony, and Norman Powell subbed in for Derrick Jones. Runs in the pass to Hardaway, stripped away. Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. Here's Powell. McCollum against Hardaway. McCollum passes to Giles. And that one is good. Giles has got his first points of the game.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
To the middle. Inside. Here's Marjanovic. Oh, what a finish!
Goodness. Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Powell against Powell. Six on the shot clock. Simons, the pass to Giles. Shot from the low block. That shot is off. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Derrick Jones, he's checked in for Portland. Now here's Powell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He kicks it to Cantor. Jones in the post, guarded by Hardaway.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Launches a three. Powell pulls it in.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Simons the pass to Giles. Now here's Cantor. Powell dishes to Jones. Powell against Cauley-Stein. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Giles has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Brunson kicks to Cauley-Stein. There's the steal. Brunson against Jones. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Powell against Hardaway. Powell the pass to Cantor. Shakes him. And it's good on the layup. Cantor's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Marjanovic. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Giles. McCollum's checked in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Lillard against Doncic. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Lillard missing. Richardson right side. Kleber with the bucket. Now it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
And that'll do it for the first. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 8 points, 4 rebounds, and
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Here's Kleber. Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Nurkic. And the shot is long.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And You got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Porzingis can't hit. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. They haven't given up any points here in the second half, and they get it back. And he recovers it. Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
And the Mavericks call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Harry Giles is checked in for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard with it. He's got 10. Stolen by Brunson.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal. Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Doncic is checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Powell, he's checked in for McCullough. The 17-footer. Portland with a new 14. Lillard attacking. Shot clock at 6. From deep. The three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got the lead up to 4 now for Portland.
Yeah, he didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Hardaway for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Hardaway has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Powell. Passes to Giles. Kicks it to Lillard. From the arc. The shot off that time.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Richardson, good.
Boy, Richardson has a sneaky mid-range game, folks. Keeps the defense off balance.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Now, Doncic. He's got 8. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Boy, a main weapon in Doncic's attack. He really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of them.
Doncic against Lillard. Giles kicks to Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Boy, excellent situational awareness from Hardaway Jr. that time. I mean, he seems to know exactly where to get when the break is on.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Portland also making some changes. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Giles. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Oh, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Doncic outside. Feeds to Richardson. It's Powell on the wing. Richardson the pass to Cauley Stein. Shoots over Cantor. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
So both teams changing it up here. He's off on the second.
And, you know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Stolen by Cantor.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him.
Oh, he gets it to go. Wow.
It counts.
How about that shot?
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Portland out in front, leading by just 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. Lillard against Brunson. Lillard attacking. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. And here's Brunson. Redick surveying the D, out to the wing. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Porzingis has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Mavs. And here's McCollum for 3. Drills the three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
And Redick kicks to Finney-Smith. Shoots. Redick passes to Porzingis. And foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open 3, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Josh Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. Here's Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. He can't get that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Nurkic checked in for Portland. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's Finney-Smith, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on C.J. McCollum. And he makes the first. So he gets them both. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Doncic against Lillard. He dishes it to Cantor. Back to Lillard. Looking to get it going. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
The first free throw is good.
You know, he's the 3rd pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised to dominate this league for a lot of years.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Portland trailing here. It's McCollum with the drive. Can't cash in from close range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Jones sends it back. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Lillard. Second shot opportunity. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Lillard's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
The drive by Doncic. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
Powell, he's checked in for Portland.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Doncic. High post shot. Another shot. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Goes up again. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
Just a load. I mean, at 7 feet, Nurkic also moves well, and that combo gets him to the line a bunch. And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Doncic, here we go. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And there's the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Timeout.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're in front by 1. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And definitely, they got to get that defensive strategy in place. You have to play it smart. A stop probably wins the game for them, but they cannot afford a foul.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Doncic outside, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And if they go on to win this, they can look back at that free throw as the pivotal moment.
Richardson finds Doncic. Left side, Porzingis down to 5 on the shot clock. Doncic with it, can't recover. That one goes in.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Guys, your thoughts?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip in to tie the game. There's not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the dub. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This from earlier on. The Nuggets getting off the team bus and showing their... Now it's ended out.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. They've got Jamal Murray. Gordon out there with Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. And for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. And then Gordon with the dunk. Well, Doris, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out in this one tonight?
Boy, what a classic low post strength-on-strength contest we are in for tonight. Now, that's more the exception than the norm these days. But I'll tell you what, you give me some skilled big men on the box doing work, I'm all about that. Aaron Gordon showing he can jump out of the gym. How about that alley-oop?
Now, Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Now, here's Gordon. Outside for Murray. Outside, Porter. 6 to shoot. Here's Jokic. Kleber with the rebound. And here are the Mavericks now.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleber grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleber texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
Now, here's Kleber. Following the miss by Jokic. Porter pulls it in. And stolen by Richardson. And here's the break. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
And just willing to take chances defensively pays off in a transition basket.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys such terrific athletes. You can't let your guard down.
Now here's Gordon. It's Barton on the wing. Richardson cover. Kicks it out to Gordon. 4 on the clock. Jokic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Porzingis.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy. Lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Porzingis against Jokic. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Kicks it out to Richardson. Takes a 3. The shot missing. And it's Denver the other way. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Here's Barton. Plays it up and banks it in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 4. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the wing right side. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Jokic with the steal. Murray, good.
Can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. He really turns on the Jets in the open floor.
And here is Doncic. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
I tell you, even with some physical contact, Powell gets it done. Love his persistence.
Outside Gordon. There's the three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic kicks to Cauley-Stein. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Denver making a switch here. Bulls checked in. 36 seconds left to play in the first. Wide open look here for Murray. Here's Millsap. Second chance shot. The shot, no good.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
And the dunk by Powell.
Outstanding timing from Powell. Rises up for the forceful alley-oop.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here's Murray. Campazzo, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Paul Millsap. JaMychal Green is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Will Barton.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Here's Doncic. Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range. Doncic has got 5 now.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Barton outside, from outside the arc. The rebound by Marjanovic. The Mavericks trailing. Powell with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Here's Doncic. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Nuggets shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. McGee dishes to Millsap. Back to McGee. Millsap in the corner. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. McGee's shot is off.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Hardaway passes to Brunson. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Luka Doncic. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Now here's Richardson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Out to the right wing. Inside. Marjanovic kicks to Richardson. Here's Brunson. All Almost, but it rolls out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Brunson with it. Pass to Finney Smith. Back to Brunson. To the inside. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Powell.
You love how Powell goes to work on the block, muscles his way to establish himself and deliver.
Campazzo, Brunson covering. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And it's Nicolo Melli in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Here's Melli, guarded by Porter. Melli passes to Richardson. Marjanovic, no good that time. Good defense by Jokic. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. Really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
Mavericks trailed by 3. Pass to Marjanovic. It's Richardson on the wing. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Outside for Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. The pass to Jokic. Let's go. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
Now here's Marjanovic. He's guarded close. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Zinkis, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Cauley-Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Nicolo Melli. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. 32 seconds left here in the second. Outside Porter. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Doncic feeling it out. Passes it to Kleber. Murray against Doncic.
Now this guy is so effective with the...
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nugget.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. For the Nuggets, Kenny, give us your take. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Mavericks trail by 5. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
And Murray, here we go. Up and in on the layup.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Doncic against Murray. Three-pointer. The 3 doesn't go that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Pass to Dozier. Doncic against Murray. Millsap has the open look. The three-pointer off the mark. Mavericks shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Murray with the defensive effort. Denver leading by 5. From past the arc. Jokic, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Doncic outside. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets leading by 4. Down low. Got a piece of it. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Sweet little floater. Doncic has got 9.
There is this fundamental confidence to what Luka does, and those difficult floaters, no problem.
Now Murray. Clock at 6. Here's Jokic. And too long on the shot.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Richardson with it. He's picked up by Millsap.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
Murray against Doncic. Murray outside. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Kicks to McGee. Clock is at 3. It's good. And the Nuggets lead by 3. 1:29 left to play here in the 3rd. Doncic outside. Millsap with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Well, easy to see why Aaron Gordon has been in multiple dunk contests. The arsenal, the creativity, limitless.
Doncic outside. It's tipped. Millsap with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. A nice shot by Dozier. And it's a 7-point Nugget lead.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Here's Doncic. He dishes it to Powell. Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. Dallas again missing. The Nuggets leading by 7. Gordon the pass to Dozier. Sweet move. And he lays it up and in. Dozier's got 7 now in this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here is Hardaway. No points in the game yet for him. To the middle. Here's Doncic. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, and the foul. Doncic has got great upper body strength, completes the play. Nicely done.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Just 4 seconds left here in the third quarter. Got it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Denver with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Green is out there at Porter. Then there's Murray. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Barton in at the 2-guard spot. Murray for 3. Again, the miss by Murray.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Brunson. McGee with the block. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Murray against Brunson. Doncic right side. And it falls over the rim and in.
No shortage of confidence from Luka Doncic. If he gets a clean pass, it's going up.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Back to Murray. 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Green. He's off on that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way, and JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Hardaway. Dallas again missing. Denver leading by 6. Here's Barton. Porter kicks to McGee. Pass to Jokic. The dish to Porter. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. Kleber's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Richardson. Wide open look. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. And Jokic wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Richardson, no luck.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Porter finds McGee. Second chance effort. Jokic with it. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Finney-Smith. Porzingis can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Barton drives in to the left side wing. Here's Jokic. And again, Denver no good.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Doncic.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Murray against Doncic. Murray kicks to Jokic. Barton outside. Money!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Doncic outside. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Murray outside. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
All right, David, thanks.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with the